She was talking about unexpected gifts, though,
Yeah.
and what is a phoenix gift and how it can open to new things. So she wants to ask, what is a phoenix gift?
Well, for me at this moment, so we always receive many gifts throughout our lives, and some arrive wrapped in challenge, still beautiful energies, but not my first choice, this one. Every single gift experience in our life invites us to remember and become more of who we are. So I had this very unexpected gift on 12/12, the day before my 74th birthday. And what happened, I've been so happy in life and I've been doing extra exercises and extra trainings because my body's just gotten stronger and stronger. But I was at my daughter's house taking care of my granddoggy while she was away, and I went to walk across the room and I tripped over a carpet. I don't even remember falling. I hit my head and my face very, very hard. It's a miracle this nose, which really is out there, did not get broken. And I heard two crunches in my neck. My knee broke the fall. So I hit very, very hard. I'm going to be very honest here. I got up off the floor right away and I'm saying, no, no.
Oh, no.
And it was quite
Una experiencia.
and I have been understanding it more and more. When I went to the emergency room 2 days later, that was not very smart. They did many tests, and because of my age, they said, "We need to we need to look at your brain also." And they found one, they found a brain, and it's good. What is so strange is I've just did all these blood tests, and I did all these checked all my organs. My body is really good except my bone. That's why I started doing the weightlifting and some I started doing a lot of other things 2 months ago. So, when I said to you I would be coming with this on and, I said, "Would you like me to still be here to talk to everyone?" And to all of you that I'm talking to now or in another now time, when things like this happen, I don't waste time saying, "What did I do wrong?" I go right into what is this calibration that is happening. I have had many, many calibrations these past 5 years of laughter and joy and happiness. This one, I went into a week of darkness and silence, 7 days. Everything was quiet and deep. I entered the inner lattice, and I was not rushing anything. I was willing to stay in that state for as long as it took. And I have to keep my head still while I'm talking. That's not usual for me. But you yourself said that nothing is accidental and that this passage brings a profound recalibration in my energy and my purpose. So bringing this message today to all of you, you always know I've said and I live. We stand together side by side. We encourage one another to be as bright and as strong as we can be. And after those 7 days of just total darkness and stillness inside, and I didn't feel bad about it. I knew I had to pass through it. It was like on the 8th day, something shifted and the light began to flow through. My reasoning is different. I hit this very hard. I'm thinking in ways I did not think before. My energy is moving in some new, very radiant patterns, but I'm not so comfortable with them yet. And I've become deeply aware of the light beneath my feet. I walk in the most mindful steps I've ever taken, so connected with with this planet and with our family of humanity. I assure you, I have said, please, we don't need to keep doing it this way. But this experience is definitely part of my evolution now. And it's weaving into my work that's coming in 2026, any day now. These are transformational times. 2026 is a most important transitional year. And we're all learning to walk with more awareness, coherence, and infinite love, step by mindful step. So that's what's happening.
She's asking, why do these experience come in a very sudden way and a very hard way? Is it because there's a sort of urgency because of the times we are living?
Yes, Maga, there is an urgency. And this is a very deep, broken open experience for me. I would suggest that there's other ways to do it, but this is what happened for me in this moment. And when I look at the extra exercise I was doing, it's almost like I was training for this. Okay? I'm not on any medication. For me, that works. I use homeopathy and herbs. In the emergency room, the doctors were absolutely surprised. And I'm going to be seeing the doctor that said, okay, you can go home after 7 hours of tests just to make sure everything is good. Okay, Maggie, your question is initiating some information inside of me because I said yes to the work that I'm doing in 2026. Core consciousness and this inner lattice. This is the experience that brings it as quickly as possible. For all of you who are listening, I do have a little bit of the Phoenix gift I was due to give on my birthday the next day, December 13th. I had already announced that we were moving from activations into actualization. My friend, who's the neurologist, when she looked at my x-rays, she said angels were holding your head. I believe she's right. This was a push to come through to the energies I can access now. And people who know me, the way that I work is I will generate very specific frequencies, and then you all respond according to your inner wisdom, because all of these frequencies are within us. You do not have to fall and hit your head and hurt your vertebrae. I did that. Right or wrong, it's done, and I'm healing. But this time to go from activations into actualizations will make a very big difference with what's happening on this inner is going to help us become less fragmented. For as multidimensional beings, there are many different expressions of who we are.
Multidimensional.
It's going to bring about more unity inside in that core consciousness. Some people would call it God consciousness, Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness. But when it comes to actualize, that means we come into what it means to embody and apply these new patterns in our daily life. When we do an actualization, now I am this and I do this. I am so excited that we are reaching this point and I get to see this in my lifetime. There's more details about this, but I will visit again and I'll tell more about what's happening. But for those of you who don't know, on December 13th, I had scheduled to give a free gift to everyone. A Phoenix gift, DNA and the 12 new fibers equal
Evolucionario.
And I had a different experience. 12 poured out right through one of those Phoenix experiences. So I'm going to want to share a little bit of that today. And you see me doing this a lot because I want this to be supporting my neck so I don't move my head so much. And when I was in the emergency room, very quickly they understood, and I'm an alternative therapy type person. However, I did tell them first they're very, very very, very kind and very respectful, everyone there. But I told them that I appreciated their modern day medical miracles and everything they did for me. So it's quite the experience. I'm still trying to give it words.
Do you feel that this Phoenix gift is still like you?
Yes, Maggie, you make me look at things that make me want to cry. Happy tears, and no, I'm happy it's done. But like I said, no mas. It is still developing, even as I'm working on what we will be doing next year. And next year is coming very quickly. And I also had invitations to work like in places in Sedona. I've had some other opportunities come up, and everybody's been very gracious. I just wanted to wait a little bit, and everybody said, yes, when you're ready, let's do what needs to be done. And during those 7 days of darkness, everything was so quiet. Even my heart was very quiet, and I didn't run from it. And I'm sharing this because if any of you have this, I didn't run from the darkness. I let it. It was like I was in a womb and a lot was happening. But on that 8th day, when the light started to come through again, I could see different patterns, and I also could see myself thinking differently. So I have my favorite mudra. You know, we have mudras like this when we practice yoga. My favorite mudra is this one. And what I would say to all of you is, so far, so good. So perhaps we should do a couple slides, and then how are
we are doing good. We had 25 minutes ahead of us.
Okay. What do you say we show Did you have another question or should we show these slides?
Okay, we will show the slides.
Okay. As always, you know I like to talk with images. So when I was 22, I had my first opening without drugs or alcohol. You all know the story. I wanted to remember God, and I did. And what came with it was this most amazing love that had no beginning and no end. That is a resonance that is in my life every day, and that is in every single Phoenix energy tool I have ever created. So here I am with another broken open event in the light. And for all of us, we all can agree, we choose to have these events where we are laughing and smiling with great wisdom. But even when they come in challenge, it's still the invitation to remember and become more of who we are. Next slide, please. I would like you to contemplate, what does it mean to you that you are born of the earth and of the stars? So we can ask these questions of ourselves. I am born of the stars. And in this work, I use the phrase imagine, innovate. And when we actualize, we will see more and more of what we believe is possible become part of our reality. Next slide, please. So we're going to do just a little bit of this activation. Let us go beyond time and place into that space where we're standing together side by side. We encourage one another to be as bright and as strong as each of us can be. And you can place your hands on your high heart center. And let us also acknowledge we are unique and we are united. Let us begin. So we're going to take a nice deep breath. I'm going to give the first 2 activations from this Phoenix gift. So if you could say, I welcome this activation of my 12 layers of DNA infused with the energies of the 12 new fibers of light. And then see how this feels when you say this. I choose to take part in the great evolution and calibrate according to my inner wisdom. I am saying yes to myself. Barbara, can we go back to the slide with the heart while we do this?
Yes.
Thank you. Each of us living in our wholehearted presence. I would ask you to focus on your feet and the energy beneath your feet, and you may affirm, I honor my body presence. I am here. Take a deep breath and then focus from your center above all the way through to the center below. Your core consciousness, this radiant energy through the core of your being, Source, God, Creator, Universe. I honor my spirit of infinite love presence. I know I am. So now we're going to focus on the I am universal divinity. And this is DNA layer 1 and fiber 1, your biological blueprint and your unique grounding.
Yes.
You may affirm silently or aloud. I honor my entire being in clarity, stability, and purpose. Feel your feet connected with the earth. Sense the deep intelligence within your cells, the billions of years of evolutionary wisdom present within you now. Grounding in infinite love is stability, coherence, and presence. So in awareness, ask yourself, what does my biology want to manifest? In the light of these questions, the calibration continues according to your inner wisdom. And let's just take like 3 more minutes. Let's do layer. Deep breath, everyone. This time together is so sacred and precious. Thank you for being here. So DNA layer 2, fiber number 2. This is your epigenetic interface and your united conscious connection. Here I would ask you to affirm silently or aloud. I unify the communication between my consciousness and my entire system responds in peaceful clarity. In your conscious contemplation, see your center below and your center above forming a single column of light. Your emotions influence your expression.
En tu expresión.
Your coherence becomes your healing. We're almost done. Take a deep breath and refocus. In awareness, ask, what messages of care and appreciation would I like to convey to my body? What insight do I choose for my physical self to integrate today?
Físico.
How may I practice and strengthen this insight? In the light of these questions, the calibration continues according to your inner wisdom. Now, there are actually 12 fibers. I would like you to take a deep breath. We have begun the process or the calibration with these first 2. We'll do the whole activation on January 17th. But here's what I would like you to consider. May we each walk forward with mindful steps, guided by clarity, coherence, and infinite love. May our challenges and our openings become wisdom. May we remember who we choose to be in every moment, in every evolution. Deep breath, everyone. Very nice. Deep soul calibration. This is the time for actualization. Every single one of us is ready for this next layer of knowing, of wisdom from our heart in infinite love. And we can take the slides down. There we go.
Actualización del Fénix.
It was very good, and there was an idea there if it is an actualization of the Phoenix or if it is a new Phoenix.
It's a new
Phoenix.
I didn't have to leave and come back for this energy, and neither do any of you. I honor the Phoenix in each one of us. You all have your Phoenix experiences. Sometimes we have them all day long, but this is great. It is a new Phoenix. Indeed. The frequency at this point is everybody is saying new earth, new human. And we started saying that quite some time ago. But this moment, the decisions are being made to actualize. And I'm so glad you said new in a private moment with some tears. I said to the universe, that's it. No more Phoenix. Unicorn.
Or a unicorn. In what moment can we realize that we are rebirthing and we are not just surviving?
Right.
What are the signs of that?
We can be rebirthing in this moment and every moment we choose. And for each one of us, the signs will be different. For me, there's been a lot of smiles and happiness and great joy these past years. And then this experience, it was not joyful on the surface, but I'm sure it'll be joyful deeper and deeper we go. So for each one of us, it's for us to see that wisdom inside, that everything that is happening is that gift. And I keep saying, this is the time of the great evolution. Now, every moment of your life
Is
every breath we take. This is the time. This is what we came for. We keep saying, this is now. I hope that answered your question somewhat because I saw just a lot of energy patterns and I'm trying to.
She says that sometimes the fire doesn't burn but reveals something,
Yes.
bringing this energy of the Phoenix.
It's learning in the light. See, so beautifully. I'm still sorting myself out. You know, everybody, lots of people call me teacher. All these years I've said I'm a teacher and a student. You all teach me too. And in the light we're all sharing here right now, those who are present and with you and Barbara, the energy of my foundations are really moving very quickly into a new configuration. So we encourage one another. That's the way it's supposed to be. Thank you so much for today, for everybody.
She's thinking about this Phoenix gift that we are able to see it if it hurts.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
If you can define this year with one word, what word would it be?
I'd have to say actualization.
Thank you very much, Peggy. Thank you. Have a new year. Happy New Year.
Infinite love, if I have to add.
Thank you.